Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead and time for supper. So what I was going to make tonight, and I was so excited I finally figured out how to do it. Well, I have the small round tortilla chips left from last week, and I don't have the bigger ones, so what I wanted to make tonight won't work. So in thinking of things that I have in my pantry, my freezer, whatever, I decided to come up with an idea of things I could get that I already had. I didn't want to, I take my pants off and put my shorts on when I come back home in the morning, and I'm like, I am not getting redressed to go to the grocery store to get different chips. Not when I have some here to use. So, I've done nachos before, but I'm going to step it up a little bit today and make it a little bit different so that, you know, we can do our thing here. And I apologize, but when I get some more bigger chips, I will do it because I've wanted to for so long. And, well, I'm going to when I get them. But I can't see wasting what I have already. That just makes absolutely no sense to me when I can just go to my pantry and figure out something different that I can do with what I have. And so that's what I'm doing today. You know, I challenge you guys, each one of you, you know, one day, just go back and look at your pantry or in your cupboard or in your freezer or whatever it happens to be. And even if you have to substitute something different, I encourage you to make a meal out of something that you can find in that pantry or your freezer or whatever. Like I went back today, and tomorrow I need, I don't know, some kind of different sausage. I don't have that and I don't like it, so we're going to use something different. You know what I mean? So my challenge is make a meal from what you have in your refrigerator, your freezer, your pantry, you know, your cupboards, whatever it happens to be, and make a good meal, even if you gotta substitute and do whatever. So I'm going to take my refried beans, and what I'm going to do different is I'm actually going to add a little bit of sour cream to that. And you're like, Chris, why would you add sour cream? Well, I was looking it up, and sour cream actually will make it really, really, really creamy. And so I think that would go better over the nachos than, you know, just regular. Look at that. Look how much creamier that makes that. If you don't have any sour cream, just use your refried beans. Or if you have just pinto beans, grind them up and make pinto bean or refried beans out of them. We can always make something work. I know Tom expects one thing tonight for dinner, and it's going to be like, whoa, whoops. It's not that. But that's okay, because it's still going to taste great. It's going to be good. Now, in this pan over here, what I want to do is I've got 2 cans of this chicken up there that, you know, I bought at the store. And we're going to use that. And I'm going to just get it into smaller pieces. I did drain it because I didn't want to use a full can of my home canned, because I figured that actually that wouldn't be, I think, too much chicken for what I got. But I do want these pieces to be small too. And believe me, this chicken is nowhere near as good as my home canned ugly chicken. But I have a lot of cans of this too. You know, like when it goes on sale, you grab it. And I know for a lot of the people that go to the food pantries, they also give out canned chicken. I don't know if they still do. Like I say, it's been a couple years, but yeah. So why not use something that you might have and add to it? All right. So then I'm going to add some of my salsa to that. So we're going to get that. In fact, I'm probably going to use that right up. There we go. Look at, I got 2 cans and a jar out of the pantry and the cupboards and whatever. And then I'm going to mix that salsa in with that chicken. And we're going to get that heated up too. If you don't have any salsa, use taco seasoning or just cook it plain. That's fine too. I'm just thinking of different things. Alright, so now if you guys remember, I bought a bunch of different box stuff, you know, from Bronson. My brain wasn't even thinking. And I got these. They're chicken crispy poppers. They've got wrappers stuffed with chicken, onion, cheese, and savory spices. So I thought maybe we would try some of those. I have 2 boxes of them. Make more room in my freezer. Why not? So we're going to put these on my baking sheet. Alrighty. And since I'm going to have to just rewarm everything up anyways, when Tom gets home, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven now. And I think they said 6 to 8 minutes on 375. Now Tom's going to have a whole lot of recycling to take back out too. So I'm going to time that for 6 minutes. And while we're waiting for everything else to heat up, I put it on a big pan, even though I don't think it'll fill it all, but that's okay. These are what I had left of the other tortilla shells. We're going to spread those out. Who doesn't like nachos? You know what I mean? And see, these were too small. I thought I had the bigger ones, but I didn't. And the recipe I needed, you're going to fold them in half so they would be like way, way too small. So I'll have to wait until I get the bigger ones. But you know what? You guys, it's okay. It's okay. You know, throw together what you can that you think will be tasty and yummy and all that good stuff, and make do. Alright, so let me get this stuff all heated up, then I'll be back. Okay, so now I got everything heated up. I'm cooking those poppers for a couple more minutes. Even though they were thawed out, they don't seem like they're crispy like they should be, so I'm cooking them for a couple more minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my refried beans, and we're going to kind of just scatter it over all of my chips. These are going to be some really full nachos since there isn't tons and tons of chips. But, you know, with those poppers, there should be plenty enough left that with the nachos and with the poppers, I'll have enough for Tom's lunch tomorrow. So I won't have to make anything else for his lunch or have him go downstairs or anything. Then I'm just going to kind of spread it out a little bit. Just like so. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take that meat and we're going to do the same thing. I know you're like, Chris, those are just chicken tacos or chicken nachos. And they are. But maybe it'll give you a different idea on how to use your canned chicken and use up some things you have in your cupboard. Because I have things downstairs, you know, that are past expiration dates. I'm not too worried about them because they're canned goods and whatever. And you know, to make sure you know, check to make sure that the cans are still, you know, in good shape. They're not bubbled on the top, anything like that, because if they are, don't use them. Like the old saying says, when in doubt, throw it out. There, those look a little better. Alright, so now, of course we need cheese on nachos, don't we? So I'm going to put cheese on my nachos. I didn't see any more salsa up here. I hope I sent some down with Tom. Otherwise, next time I go to Bronson, I definitely got to stock up. Because I cook with a lot of salsa, but I have salsa of my own downstairs too. So if I don't, that's no big deal. Alright, now we're going to use those sliced cherry peppers again. I tell you, if I see them down there again, I'm going to buy me another gallon and can them up, because these are a little bit spicier than the yellow, but they've got such a good flavor, and I like that they're already sliced. These cherry peppers actually was what I craved the entire time I was pregnant with my youngest son, and to this day he absolutely loves these. So once in a while I'll grab him a can, and I did buy him one, give him one of these too. But I craved it the whole time. My mom actually bought me a gallon of when I was pregnant for Bobby because she knew I'd eat it all. It took a minute, but I did get them ate up. And I don't know why. And my oldest son, I craved peanut butter, and I craved, which I never liked, I craved barbecued pork rinds, which I used to think they were so gross. My dad would eat the plain ones, and I'm like, ugh. But one day I was at Quality Dairy, and I'm like, that looks really good. So I ate those every day. It was crazy. Alright, so let's take a try of this. I'm going to break off the ends because I'm not much on crusty stuff. Mmm. Other than they're hot. Mmm. Those are pretty good. They'll make a great side too. So I'm going to get my nachos cooked and then I'll be back. Alright guys, how does those look? Not too bad, I think, for just throwing it together, because, you know, I had to change my mind. Not on purpose, but, you know. Get a little bit of these beans over here that I dropped in. And the pepper. I just pulled them out of the oven, so we'll see. Mmm. Mmm. Those are really good. So, dinner wasn't ruined. I got to use up my salsa. I used up my chips. Used a can of chicken that's been sitting in the back room. You know, used up 2 things out of my freezer. And I think I made a great meal. So, take your challenge. Find something in your pantry, make it up. And you can let me know what it is. I would love to hear it. Even if it sounds like a mangled mess, whatever. Hey, if it tasted good and filled your belly, that's good. So, I'm going to stir these up on the plates, and we'll take a test as soon as Tom gets home. You sneaking bites?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I was going to say, you can try those first, but you already tried the nachos, so.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about those?
That's good. What's in it?
Chicken and stuff. That's what we got down at Bronson. Not bad for a side dish, huh?
Mm-mm, not at all.
And there's his nachos. It's not what I planned on today, but next time I get chips, I'll make sure they're bigger. Not the tiny ones, and then they'll work. So I created. Was the creation good?
Mm-hmm.
Someone can smell chicken.
No, not Bill.
She looked at her chops already. She's our little star. Jazz is quiet and he stays to himself. All right. Well, winner dinner.
Winner, taco dinner?
Nacho dinner.
Nacho dinner.
All right. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.